Now, if you couldn't already tell by watching previous videos on my channel, I'm sort of an organization freak when it comes to my everyday carry and taking my gears whenever I'm leaving the house. And that is the sole reason I use a lot of these EDC pouches to have my gears and my travel tech or neatly organized whenever I'm traveling or just stepping outside the home. And that is why today I decided to share all the EDC pouches that I have in my collection coming up in this video. Let's go. Hi, my name is Ayan. On this channel, I help you find the right tools for your daily life adventures, and sometimes these adventures requires your tool to be neatly organized whenever you are going for a trip or just casually leaving your home to hang around in your vicinity. And that is why I like to use a lot of EDC pouch. Now, as you might be knowing, it's really hard to find great EDC pouch in India because the EDC community is still very small and no one is making pouches for them. But I still managed to find some decent pouches here around in this country, and some of them I picked while I was traveling abroad. So I'm also actually planning to make a video on all these pouches, how I use them, क्या चीजें मन में डालता हूँ, कैसे मैं चीजें अपनी ऑर्गेनाइज करता हूँ, कौन सा पाउच मैं किस चीज के लिए यूज करता हूँ. That will be coming very soon. So subscribe if you haven't already. But for this video, let's move to the overhead camera. I'll show you all of my EDC pouches in my collection one by one, and then I'll also share how I use each one of them for different situations. So without further ado, let's go. Alright, so here we are on the overhead camera, and these are all the EDC pouches which are in my collection. हर pouch को मैं अलग-अलग तरीके से use करता हूँ. There are some pouches जो interchangeably use हो सकते हैं, but mostly these pouches are very strategically bought and put into my collection क्योंकि हर pouch का अपना use है. So let's start with all of them, starting from this particular one क्योंकि I think this is the cheapest one in my collection. So this is actually a sling bag, and इस वीडियो में ये होने वाला है बहुत सारे pouches जो आप देखोगे. It's actually a sling bag which are now becoming like an EDC pouch. And as I mentioned, India में EDC pouch इतना common नहीं है because if you go out and you look at EDC videos from people outside India, they get really good pouches with organization and velcro वगैरह stickers लगाने के लिए. But eventually it will also come in India. But for now, these are all the pouches, and this is one of my favorite one. A very small form factor, and जैसे मैंने बताया, this used to be a sling bag which I got from Uniqlo, and this sling bag is यहाँ पे एक basically paracord थी, so you could sling it like that, but you also have a carabiner over here. I think this is a great form factor to make a pouch, and that is why I converted it into a pouch. So बहुत simple and straightforward है. At the back you get a zip and nothing fancy going on over here, no organization, simple. जो चीजें डालनी है, you can put it over here and then you can close the zip. And in the front you have this sort of a buckle situation going on. There is no zip, but it could still carry a lot of stuff because it's quite deep like this, and you can also make it very tight and loose depending on all the contents here using this pull tab. Overall very simple and straightforward design, काफी अच्छा है. इसको मैं यूज करता हूँ अपने चार्जर्स के लिए, केबल्स के लिए, GoPros के लिए, SD कार्ड्स के लिए, बहुत सारी चीजों के लिए. बहुत ही स्लिम फॉर्म फैक्टर है. आई एम नॉट श्योर ये अगर ये अभी भी अवेलेबल है, बट आई विल फाइंड द लिंक एंड आई विल पुट इन द डिस्क्रिप्शन जो भी मुझे प्रोडक्ट्स मिलेंगे. टॉकिंग अबाउट द जिपर, वेरी स्मूथ एक्शन ओवर हियर, एंड यहाँ पे भी एक श्रिंक रैप है, सो इट गिव्स यू गुड ग्रिप लाइक दिस. एंड ऑन द बैक ये जो इसके साथ ये कैराबिनर है साथ में आया था, इसके इट्स नॉट द बेस्ट क्वालिटी, ये प्लास्टिक का है, बट इट्स स्टिल गुड. अगर कहीं जा रहे हो, यू जस्ट हैव टू यू नो पुट इट ऑन द वॉल और समवेयर यू वांट टू यू नो हैंग इट. इट्स स्टिल वेरी डिसेंट. अदरवाइज मैंने बताया था इसके साथ एक आया था पैराकॉर्ड, सो इफ यू वांट टू यूज इट एज अ स्लिंग बैग, दैट्स स्टिल पॉसिबल. आगे फोन रख सकते हो, पीछे वॉलेट वगैरह कुछ चीजें. सो या दैट्स हाउ आई यूजुअली यूज इट. इट्स नॉट माय फेवरेट, बट इट्स द cheapest one and the material is really good. So yeah, it's still in my collection. Alright, talking about number 2 in my collection is one of my favorite EDC pouch, and I think this is the closest best EDC pouch that you could get in India, and this one is made by a company called Solo Gnak, which is I think Decathlon का ही subsidiary है, which makes adventure sports products. So yeah, I found this in Decathlon, and as I mentioned, this is a very good EDC pouch. So this comes with a zipper, and the best part it fully opens up, so you can have this sort of arrangement like this. And यहाँ पे you can see there is some organization built into. There are some elastic tabs. There is another zip inside, and there is a flap over here. So how I really use it is I like to carry my EDC gear, so it can take my knife, my flashlight, a backup charging cable, flint rod, वो सारी चीजें, emergency medical kit, everything can go on over here. I'm planning to make a video on what's in my EDC pouch very soon, but for now I just want to you know showcase you all the pouches that I have. So yeah, as I mentioned, यहाँ पे भी एक zip है, so you can put stuff over here, and then you can zip it, and you still have this base to put another stuff over here. So it's really good to put your EDC gears. मैं generally use करता हूँ knife torches के लिए and some you know bandits and things like that. You can also put GoPro over here. So GoPro के साथ GoPro की बहुत सारी attachments आती हैं, वो भी मैं कभी-कभी use करता हूँ इसको, especially when I'm going and flying my drone. And यहाँ पे there is a flap. इसका ज़्यादा use नहीं है, but it can still carry pen drive, SD card. Not much width over here, but छोटी items के लिए ये काफी अच्छा है. On the back you get this sort of situation. इसका ज़्यादा यूज नहीं है, but अगर आपको बेल्ट में लगाना है, so you can use this. You can put it in your belt. You can also put it on the backs. अपने front में you can tab it down there. Otherwise the zippers are really good. The material is good. Zipper weather seal नहीं है, so that's another thing. But organization is pretty good. You can use this tab for different items. काफी general अच्छा ये EDC bag है, so that's how I use it. Overall, nothing much to say, but I would give it around 7.5 out of 10, which is a good one. Rating अगर बात कर ही रहे हैं, so इसको मैं दूंगा around 3.5 or 4 out of it, and this one will go 7.5. So yeah, pretty good bag. देखने में काफी similar लग रहा होगा, but still very different and still solves a lot of purpose for me. Talking about the next bag is by similar company, और ये है इसका बड़ा भाई Solganak Resistant Gear, and ये भी मैंने लिया था Decathlon से. ये Decathlon store पे available नहीं है. I think it's exclusively available on their website, so you have to download the app and get it from there. And इसको लिए ज़्यादा टाइम नहीं हुआ मेरे को. I think I'm using it for less than a couple of months, so I'm still testing it aggressively. But this one is pretty better. अगर आपको ज़्यादा gears carry करने हैं, ज़्यादा सामान carry करना है, so it actually has a dual layer inside of it. So zipper in the front zipper, when you open it up, you also have another zipper, so that's where it really shines, and that's exactly why I like to call it the bigger brother of the previous pouch that I just showed you. By the same company, काफी rugged है. I really wish कि जो zipper होती है weather sealed होती है. इसके अलावा मुझे और कोई complaint नहीं है. So you can see organization थोड़ी better है. There is double layer of organization, one beneath, and there are two elastic on the top. So easily you could store 4 EDC gears on here and 2 EDC gears on here, and then you could open the zipper as well, and then you could have another EDC gears, torches, flint rods, whatnot, another knives, blades, survival gears, things like that, and then you could close it. So generally I like to store the things that are really needed in emergency, like bandits and first aid and whatnot, and then I keep it zipped over here. And on the top I like to keep my EDC gears, like my knife, my flashlight and whatnot. You could still use this as a base, but that's a really good bag. In the front as well you also get another zippers for quick access things, so anything you want to access quickly you could store over here. Talking about the material, it's really good, it's rugged, but yeah, I am a bit disappointed. The zips should be weather sealed, especially because it's sort of feels like a survival bag, something that you take with me while you are going on hikes and trails and exploring woods. But yeah, the paracord over here, I think it's a microcord, not paracord exactly, but it gives you really good grip. The zippers are really good. On the back you get 2 of the flaps over here like this, so that's how you could and they also have the velcro action over here, so you could remove this titch button, and then you have these strings like velcro down, and that makes it really versatile bag. You could put it on backpacks, you could put it on your belt loops and things like that, but generally मेरा simple है, मैं just अपने EDC के डाल के just put it in my luggage. And yeah, as I mentioned, I'm still using this pouch. मेरा plan है इसको ले जाने का in my future trails and whatnot, so I will keep you posted on my Instagram, so also follow there if you haven't already. But it's a really great pouch, and I really love these products, especially when they're showing up in India, because it's quite rare to see such pouches here. Alright, talking about the next EDC pouch is one of my very recent favorite जो मैंने लिया है digital object से, and this is a very a unique EDC pouch in a sense that its form factor is a bit squarish, and ये मैं बहुत simple and straightforward चीजों के लिए use करता हूँ. So this one still is having some of my things which I'm carrying. So अगर मैं बात करूँ यहाँ पे I have a USB-C to USB-C cable, and then I have a multi cable which has USB-C, lightning and whatnot, and then I have my GAN charger and my attachment for the country where I am currently. So GAN charger की अगर मैं बात करूँ, I have showed this before. This is a 100 watt charger by Minix. 3-3.5 साल पहले लिया था मैंने, still going strong. 100 watt है, 4 ports है इसके अंदर, 3 USB-C, 1 full size USB, and then it has different attachment. जिस country में भी हो, you can use that attachment. And then on the back I use 2 USB-C. So इसको मैंने बहुत simple and straightforward रखा है for my charging needs. And this is I think one of a recent launch by Digital Object. It's like a fluffer jacket होती है ना, वैसा वाला ये material. It's really good, and I really like this black and orange accents. ये वाला carabiner मैंने खुद से लगाया है. This doesn't comes with the bag, but this comes with the bag. So ये वाला जो O-ring है that you get with the bag itself, so that really helps you to hang this bag on the walls and things like that. But I have a carabiner over here by Night Eyes. It's like a S-biner. Again, all the links will be in the description, so I've added it, and it becomes really easy. तो मैं कहीं जाता हूँ, I just hang it there or put it in my bag and things like that. So no organization built into, but again a great material. The lining is pretty proper, and I don't feel it should be a weather resistant zipper or things like that, because most of the time it stays with me when I'm working from a cafe or coffee shop or things like that. And otherwise when I'm traveling, I just put my chargers and cable, and I just use it as my charging bag, so that I know that all my charging needs are well organized into one particular bag with all the chargers and cables and whatnot. And yeah, that's how I use the daily object one. Again, not sponsored, but the links will be in the description below. Alright, talking about the last bag, ये वाला देखा होगा काफी सारी videos में. Again, it's a sling bag, but इसको मैं भी use करता हूँ कभी-कभी as a EDC pouch. So this one is the alpaca sling bag. This one is the alpaca modular sling. And इसके बारे में मैंने पूरी video बनाई थी. This is the most versatile thing of equipment जो मेरे kit के अंदर है. That's why I like to say कि don't cheap out on stuff. Some expensive thing that you buy, they have multiple use. So ये आया था 5-6 हज़ार का. जब मैंने video बनाई थी, a lot of people commented it's quite expensive, but it's so versatile. I use it as a sling bag. I use it as a bag for my airport EDC. I use it as my pouch sometimes and things like that. So I have already reviewed it, so I'll also put a link in the description so you can check the full video. But talking about it quickly, this has a magnetic latch on the front, so you can have your quick access things over here. The zippers are weather sealed, which is phenomenal, so you can also take it outdoors, and if you're caught into the rain, you don't have to worry about your stuff getting damaged. Inside, it stands fully on its own, and it has organization, and it doesn't come fully open. That's why your stuffs are very secured inside, and there are a lot of organization built into it, and I really love the lining over here. This alpaca branding says keep moving forward. I put a lot of things over here, my pen, my journal, my EDC flashlight, and I showed this in my EDC videos for airport, so you can check that out. Otherwise, if I'm not going to the airport or if it's going to my luggage, then I also put my knives and blades and things like that. So really versatile bag. I'm using it as an EDC pouch. I'm sometimes using it as a sling interchangeably, and that is the beauty of the product, that you keep using it in the way that most inspire you. But yeah, that was all I wanted to share in this video. Let me know what you think about it, and if there is any bag that you wanted to pick, the links will be in the description below again. So yeah, these were all the EDC pouches that I wanted to showcase you. If you want to see my collection of everyday carry sling bag, then definitely check out this video. And if you want to check out the best collection of everyday carry slim minimalist wallet, then this playlist will help you out. Thank you for staying till the very end, and I'm gonna see you in the next one.